everyone. My name is Florence Ngozi Opodole, and I come from a culture where community defines the people. African culture believes that a thriving community is the foundation for fulfilling life potentials. We therefore place huge emphasis on making our community strong. This show is about our community and your community. African values place huge emphasis on young people, and they are included in the foundational cultural institutions available. This is done on the premise that they are leaders of tomorrow. Inclusion of young people in the growth of communities formed part of a thriving community. From an African perspective, community is a foundational aspect of life, where individuals are inextricably linked to their social groups and are defined by their relationships within them. It is a framework for building harmony, providing meaning, and shaping moral values and identity. The show is about communities and their values, living, learning, and sharing together in harmony. Today we are joined by Lee Holgado. Lee is the founder of Holgado Wealth Strategies Incorporated, where she helps small and medium-sized businesses grow, protect their wealth, and strengthen their employee relations. A licensed financial advisor, she is known for her practical, story-driven approach, rooted in her own immigrant journey from the Philippines to Canada. After rebuilding her finances from a difficult low point, Lee discovered her passion for guiding others towards clarity and long-term stability. Today, she works with individuals, families, and corporations to create simple, sustainable financial strategies and leads community workshops on financial literacy. Her philosophy is simple. Many know how to make money, but few know how to use it wisely. Welcome, Lee.
Thank you so much, Florence.
I'm so excited
nice.
to have you on this show today. And I like this, when I was reading your bio, I said, oh, this is actually true. And on my kitchen table, we're talking about it. How do I spend my money? Am I spending my money wisely? So welcome again to the show.
Thank
and I
you.
want you to talk to viewers and explain to viewers about earning money and spending wisely.
Yes. All of this actually came from a personal experience of mine.
Yeah.
Why do I say that? It's because I've worked in Canada since I came here 2013.
Okay.
And I've worked 3 jobs. Imagine that. I have full-time job, and then after the full-time job, I have 2 part-time jobs. So I know how to make money. Like everyone, my family, my friends knows how to make money.
And a lot of us are still in that cycle of working 2, 3 jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And why is it so? So I have that question. Little did I know that I actually went into that situation as well. Why? It's because I was earning 6 figures, and I'm in that six figures too.
Wow.
So when I try to reflect during COVID times, the world shut down, I was like, what else can I do? And working as an accountant with in an automotive industry, that's how I said, wait, I need to do something here. And that's the time I decided to actually learn and study about finance.
Wow.
What am I doing wrong that I'm still in this kind of situation? I need to get out.
Just you mentioning that, I know speaking to a lot of colleagues and other immigrant communities, a lot of us seems to think that we need to make more money. We need to make huge money to survive. But listening to you and, listening to that last verse, I thought to myself, oh, it's not actually the amount of money you make. But tell us, Lee, or talk to viewers, how do we everything is expensive now, how do we actually learn to begin to manage wisely?
It's basically...
Or plan our finances wisely?
Good question. It's basically what I learned and what I noticed is the needs and the wants. What do I really need as of the moment? Okay. Because even if you're earning a huge amount of money, Because when you earn more, tendency, it's a human nature. Lifestyle will change. I will buy this. I know there is money coming in after another week of working 40 hours, right?
Yeah.
So in your mind, okay, I can go to a grocery or I can go and buy a new gadget. That's human nature. It's all about what's my needs and my wants, and what's the percentage should I use for my need, my want, or my entertainment or investment.
Okay. Break it down for us and break it down for viewers. I'm so interested in this financial thing because I think I'm caught up among somewhere along that line. I'm caught up in the middle. Talking about what I earn, what I spend. Do you think immigrants have not enough information on their finances, on how to manage finances here in Canada?
Good question. I think there is not much.
Okay.
Okay? There's two reasons. First thing is the financial institutions or an advisors wanted to help, but it's actually an automatic for people. Just like me, before I became a financial advisor myself, I'm too scared to talk about my finances. Why? Because we are fed as human nature that you cannot talk about your personal thing, specifically what you earn and what your financial situation is. So there's two reasons. We're scared. And of course, you don't want to actually let people know what you have and what you're earning. That's two reasons. Information-wise, that's the reason why I always tell people, we're like doctors. Because if you go to the doctor, what will the doctor will tell you or ask you?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? What's hurting you? As a financial advisor, I cannot help anyone if I don't know the situation.
Yeah.
And people always thought that, okay, if I go to a financial advisor, it will cost me a lot of money because I have to pay that advisor. Not exactly. We wanted to know first, what situation are you in?
And that aspect of what situation you are in is where a lot of immigrants do not want to open up about. Our viewers at home today, we are talking to Lee Holgado. Holgado, sorry about that. A financial advisor and an expert in what she's doing. And this show is primarily to educate immigrants, families, immigrants, and newcomers into the community on how to manage their finances. And today we are so happy and blessed to have you, because I know that a lot of us make that mistake from the onset, thinking that we are still back in our country and that things work the way it works in our country. There are so many gray areas that immigrants are not aware of. From your experience, can you talk to us about some of the mistakes you see people make?
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's because when I came here in Canada, as I know it's the same thing in Africa or any other country, when you came here in Canada, people are given by credit card, right?
Yeah.
Like you come here, go to the bank, and then the bank will say, okay, I'm gonna give you a $500. It used to be $500 credit card, right? And then you spend. The system itself of our country right now, Canada per se, is I will lend you money and spend it, and then the rat comes in of, okay, because I have a credit card, I will just work and of course pay. That's what most people are doing. And same thing with me. Same thing. It happened to me. Why? It's because in my country, I cannot purchase something if I don't have a cash. Right?
Yeah.
But the Western country, basically, they use borrowing money for you to purchase a cash. You can even buy a car before without any down payment, up until now, as long as you have a good credit. So that is one mistake.
Nothing is free.
Nothing is free. Nothing is free. You have to pay it over the years.
Yeah.
But you also have to be wise of what's the interest look like? Credit card, right? 19.99% to be exact. There's a line of credit. There is always an access for you to get the money here. But you need to have a good credit standing and you have to pay. I'm not saying that borrowing money is bad. It's good, but we need to use it wisely.
Wisely.
Again, money usage.
Thank you so much. I think that's where a lot of us fall into the trap of, there is all this money suddenly available to us. And all we need to do is, and I have a job, and I have 2, 3 jobs. And then 5 years, 10 years down the line, we are like stuck because we're just working to pay and the interest keep piling up. And then your life did not stop, right? Because your needs are increasing as you go. So again, it's a learning curve for all the immigrants and everyone who is here to learn. Lee is available for advice consultant if you want to talk about your finances, how to pull it together. She's here and she's available for you. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Oh, thank you. For people who wanted to reach me, you can actually message me through my phone, or you can actually reach out to me in my social media.
Can you tell viewers your
social media? My social media, my Facebook account is Lee Holgado.
Okay.
Same thing with my Instagram account. I'm also in LinkedIn.
Okay.
And of course, you can always email me. So my email is ma.leeholgado, HOLGADO, at yahoo.com. So that's basically my personal one. And you can always reach out to you.
Yeah.
You have my contact number, and anyone who wanted to actually reach out to me, have a sit down with me, try to understand your current situation. Do not be scared, because we are not able to help you if you won't be sitting down with us so I can understand and design something for you. Right? It won't cost you a thing. That's the thing with people. It won't cost anyone a thing.
Yeah. And I wanted to add that sometimes when we talk to, I'm using myself as an example, there are a lot of financial aspects that are not very clear to me. And then when I sit down with some of the financial experts, they come up with all these big, big figures, big numbers, with big words, and half of the day, I'm lost. So hopefully you will be able to bring it down to the level at which people can understand. And like you are talking about it, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Where have you been all this while,
I'm just around.
And it's true. Sometimes we don't get to see the real thing. We don't get to know the real thing because we don't know. But viewers at home, we are so lucky to have Lee with us this morning. And she's here, available and always available to talk to you regarding your finances. Lee, before we move on, I just wanted to ask about Holgado Wealth Strategies. Yes. I know it's a company you formed, but tell us the story behind the reason why you actually went out of your way to go into these finances.
Again, Holgado Wealth Services, first thing is, it's because the name itself is, I get it from my mom's last name and my dad's last name, which is Karanay and Holgado. And I always wanted to have that name with me. And
that's a good one, by the way.
Yeah, Holgado. Holgado is also come from a Spanish word, meaning to say it's loaded of services, values, relationship. Okay. So that's because I always wanted and I always believe in a relationship. So, and I learned that from my mentor as well. Mubarak is actually a good person who actually made me realize what my purpose is. And I'm very, very thankful for that guy. So Holgado, because the reason being that I wanted to have a company who can help you, other people, businesses as well, specifically for businesses, is how can I retain my employees? How can I actually reinvest my money? Where else can I actually invest and grow my money? So it's a personal experience.
Yeah.
Why? Simply because I hit my rock bottom. And I literally read books, attend seminars, conferences, trainings after trainings, because I'm really into it, that I have to actually learn it. And when I learn it, I just see my purpose. Oh my God, I've seen people, because I have friends as well who's earning huge amount of money. But it's the same story. Why I have only enough if I'm earning six figures? Or why am I broke? And I said, and I've been praying for that. I was like, Lord, what do you want me to do? And this is how Cargado wealth strategies
Wow.
came into place.
Wow, that's amazing and inspirational as well. And sometimes I think we do the best when we learn from our own experience. And sometimes when we hear from someone who have actually gone that route before, and you know that the individual is speaking from experience, not just from, because it's something they learned in school. I think it's way, it, drives in the point more. I just like the way you express the fact that, you were earning such and such before, but your output was little.
Yep.
And I think that is something that we are finding to be common these days. And where finances are all scattered. I mean, I'm looking at my age and I'm thinking, what's my next step? As a woman turning 60, how much longer can I work? How much longer can I earn? How do I do my expenses? Like, how can I manage my expenses to be able to stay above the fray? I'm not saying live large, but just be able to, pay all my bills and still enjoy my remaining life, right? So I guess my question would be, do you find that this is something that people are struggling with in our society?
Yes, because you know why? First thing is, with people, which I actually observe, I'm a very observant person. I can just go in the coffee shop or even in the airport, I'll just stay there and look at people, right? Just staring at them. And what I realize is that people want something.
Yeah.
They're thinking ahead, but they're not starting where are they at, right? For us to achieve what we want, you need to dissect where are you at now versus where am I going? Where do I want to go? Right? So for you to do that, what's that in between that I need to do? Because don't limit yourself. It always starts with also your mindset too, right? So if I wanted $1 million when I retire, why? $1 million probably when we retire is almost nothing, right?
Yeah.
Inflation rate, because inflation rate, they will said, okay, inflation rate is lower now, but the base is from previous years, right?
Yeah.
So your dollar before won't be the same as today.
That's an aspect that I know I've thought about it, but not in the context at which you put that right now. And I think for us, viewers at home watching this show today, I think today, if you are watching this show, count yourself lucky, I will say, because this is an information that most of us don't think about, especially the immigrants. Immigrants from Africa tends to want to think about the future, how to leave something for their family, for their children, because that's what they do back home, right?
Definitely.
Your parents leave something for you. Even here, it's normal. However, like you just mentioned, the 1 million you have today might not mean nothing when by the time you get to 80, depending on your age. And have we figured that, how do we manage that we are not killing ourselves right now with debt in order to put that 1 million that will mean nothing? So that brings me to my next question. In terms of management of finances, how do you think the immigrant communities are faring? Do you think they are doing well or they are not?
Majority, I would say, they kind of learn, but they still have to do an adjustment. Meaning to say, when I see adjustment is, again, knowing your wants and your needs. Because what I noticed, and this is also by my experience too, that most of the people who came here or the immigrants, they always wanted to have a car,
A house.
a house, definitely, right? But because I do understand with this weather, when I came here in Canada, specifically here in Winnipeg, it's minus 52.
Yeah.
You wanted to have a car,
Yeah.
right? And when I'm not saying do not buy a car, but at least go within the budget wherein you can still provide for your family. Again, budget allocation. And what I see with new immigrants or immigrants who came here in Canada now, they need to literally have to sit down. If you're a couple, you really need to have to sit down. What's our game plan? Because you came here, the purpose of you guys came here in Canada, I myself, is to have what? A better opportunity, a greener pasture. But what's happening here is we are not having even a family time. Why? Because the husband and wife could be working in the morning or the husband will be working in the evening because someone has to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Because we need to earn money, right? We need to earn money. Having a better game plan together, that will actually one key success into financial management.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Again, when I'm listening to you, I feel I'm like, oh God, I'm reverting back to what you said about, where are you going? Where are you right now? What's the in between? I heard that particular phrase the first time I arrived in Canada doing my orientation at one of these newcomer community agencies, and the instructor then mentioned that, and I know I wrote that down somewhere, and that's why when you mentioned that, I felt, I think this is something, viewers at home, if you are listening, this is something we need to talk to every of our friends or community members that arrive Canada to first of all figure out what do they want in Canada to achieve, where are they right now, how do I get there? Because I think that's where, because we don't think about that, we fall off the radar.
And not to mention, once you know what you want and where do you want to go, you have to put deadline. Because if you don't put deadline, I'm here in Canada for 10 years, 5 years. How do I get to $1 million? Right? Or how do I get to a $10,000? Having a deadline is one key to achieving your goal.
Talking about retirement, okay? Retirement plan, RRSP. I know for one, I was one of the ones that said, I don't think favorably about RRSPs. And a lot of immigrants too, I don't know their understanding, whether they fully understand RRSP, but help me understand why we should put our money on RRSP and why we should not.
Okay. RRSP is what we call registered retirement savings plan. Every product or investment has its own purpose. It depends on your needs and it depends on what you actually want to happen. All right? RRSP has, it's basically a tax deferred. So most companies, especially big corporations, they're giving about defined contribution. It's somewhat like an RRSP wherein they will match it, right? So I suggest to people, it's not that do not put something in your RRSP, but diversify your portfolio. Okay. Why do I say diversified portfolio? Pandemic hits. We're only working one place, shut down. Where do I get? What's my next? Nothing. Same thing in investment. You need to put everything in one basket. Do not do that. Or else, what's going to happen if I lose money in one? So with RRSP, what's the good thing with RRSP is you can actually use that when buying a house. It's just so happened that the mindset of people is if I put money into my RRSP, what's going to happen? I'll be taxed. Yes, it's tax deferred, but when you retire, there is actually a strategy to that. take up, if you're buying a house, use your RSP as collateral and pay that over the years. Because if you use your RSP and take the money out of your RSP, like withdrawing from the bank, you'll be taxed.
Yeah.
Right? Everything is the information in Canada website as well. CRA website is there. But if you know more, the strategies, I can take up a loan. One thing that the Western country is teaching us is leverage loan. If you have retirement investment, collateralize it, and they will give you your money. Your money is still growing inside.
I've never heard about that one. This is my first time of hearing it. So I think I think I'm learning more from you than even the viewers at home. Thank you so much. Viewers at home today, we have as our guest Lee Holgado, and she's a financial expert, and she's here to educate us more on how we can grow our community financially, or how we as individuals, how our families can grow financially and not find ourselves in the low when we are old. So again, I'm getting older, so maybe that's why I'm thinking about old age.
Well, we are getting old, but just feel young, right? You have to feel young. Again, like you said, I'm getting old. This is message for the viewers. Just imagine yourself, vision yourself, wherein if you're doing your financial planning, always try and consider that you are young right now. In the next 10, 5 years, 15 years, or 30 years, ask yourself, can I still do what I do today, doing 2, 3 jobs in the next 10 years?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Because getting old is inevitable, but you can act fast. It's what I call delayed gratification.
Okay.
Right?
You have nice names for these things. Never mind. I must say, you have nice names for it. So anyway, that's interesting, and that's it's very good that you mentioned that, because I worry. I work in the community and I see a lot of immigrants working, especially in the healthcare industries.
Oh, I see.
They pull out 2, 3 jobs, and you know, I see them struggle because we only have 24 hours in a day. And then they struggle not only in the job themselves, because they wanted to make some of that money that they have set their mind to make. And sometimes the bar that they set for themselves wasn't really that they really need that money, but it's because of the mistakes that they have made in the past. I see some of them putting their children in private schools because where they come from, they feel private school is the best. And these are simple mistakes that they do. But I just want you to give me a word of consolation, and to viewers at home. Is there any way, when we find ourselves in this mess, is there any way we can come out of it?
Oh, definitely.
How do we come out of it?
Definitely. If I did it, most probably all of you can do it.
Wow.
Getting out of that for 12 months, 6 figures, everyone can do it. Why?
Really?
You just have to sit down. Sit down. I did it myself because I was too scared, until such time I learned and realized that I need to understand and I need to have a mentor. Right?
Yeah.
I have to write down everything. Guys, this is a piece of advice. If you are in this situation, either you seek an advice, find someone you can talk to, or you can actually sit down with your partner and write down everything. List down all the debts from up to single centavo. Okay?
Wow.
From the biggest to largest. And then, of course, look at the interest. And with my income right now, ask yourself, where can I start? Will I start with the small amount? It's called the snowball effect. So small amount, paying the small amount up to the largest, or I would go and pay the big chunk, and go to the smallest. Which one is best for me that I won't suffer that much?
Okay.
So again, if ever you guys are a couple, sit down. If you need and seek advice from me, I'll be willing to help you guys.
Wow.
Just reach out.
Thank you so much. Viewers at home, today we have Lee Holgado, the financial expert and advisor who is able to come to your community to deliver talks to your members. If you are in need of her to come out to meet you, please contact Lee, and she has given her information to us. She's willing to meet with the communities. She's willing to meet with families as well. It's for a community to grow, we need to learn. And I'm learning this morning, I might say, because I've been here as long as I've been, but I still struggle with my finances. When my monthly income comes in my bi-weekly payment, I struggle what do I do with it now? Which bill do I pay? And I still meet up with my bills, but I shouldn't be struggling with my finances, right?
Yes.
If I had the right information, I think that is what the key here, having the right information.
And at the same time, of course, it takes a discipline.
Yeah.
Like say, for example, it's not about saving or investing. When you say investing, human nature, they would say it's big. I have to have a big money. No. You can even start at $5.
Wow.
$5. If you can spend Tim Hortons or Starbucks or a coffee or whatever for $5, why not invest that $5 and get this piece of the ownership? It's basically buying a stocks for $5 and earn by. And that's the reason why I always tell people, there's always way of everything. In everything that you wanted to happen, there's always, and even people who are high income earners, you would think that they don't have any problem. You would think that I'm financially stable. Not exactly. Not everyone. Everyone needs help. Everyone needs help. So, and for people who are actually self-employed, can I just
yes, go ahead.
So one reason being that in Cargado, we also help business owners, small to medium business owners or corporation, simply because we wanted people, because the business owners or the corporation itself, they're all set. You guys are all set, right? But always think, when you build your empire, if you have your empire now, think back. When I started my business, I'm just by myself. But my business grew and my empire is big, not because of myself alone. It's because of the people who work with me.
Wow.
So, at least giving back, you're set. You're all set. Most of you are all set. Once you close, imagine this and have this reflection. If you close, like today, if you close your business in a snap of a finger, and you have 40 people, 50 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, what's going to happen? And these people have family. These people have needs. As a corporation, as a business owner, as people who are set now, I have $1 million already. I can pass it on to my next generation. But what will happen to the people who helped me build my empire?
That's a good question.
Do not, this is also a piece of mind, do not ask for a loyalty right away to your employees, because people deserve to grow.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody.
Financial literacy, the only way we can help people, our team, is to be financially literate. If you're earning this much, as an employer, I will teach you, or I will send someone to teach you where can you put your $5 that you work in 1 hour. Probably people are working 8 hours. Just tell them, save 1 hour of your time. And that's how you actually save and invest your money.
Oh, wow.
Right?
I'm listening to you. I'm thinking,
Break it down.
Yeah, I don't think
Break it down.
People have gone to that practical ways of trying to. I've not seen that. That's why I'm listening to you. I'm thinking, this is a very good model that needs to be out there for employers to learn that when you sell these ideas to your employees, that they will benefit more. Like you said, grow.
Exactly.
Anybody that works wants to grow.
It's just living. If you can, this is what I learned also from a friend of mine. We were talking yesterday. And as a business owner, if ever you cannot leave a financial legacy to your employees, at least leave a human legacy. That's how you help your community.
Yeah, it's true.
Just the information that they can use.
You know, talking about leaving a legacy, I come from a community in Nigeria where they do apprenticeship program. And apprenticeship is like, say, for instance, you have a business and some of your relatives or friends or community members will be like, oh, my child is interested in your business. My daughter is interested in your business. And you take them on and they stay with you. Okay, you don't pay them, they don't pay you. They pay you by following you in the business. They learn as you go. They learn working with you every day. So it's called apprenticeship program, and it's human made. Like there is no paper document. It's all built on trust. And then you agree that they will be with you and learn with you for 5 years or 4 years, and then after that, you now set them up because they have learned all that knowledge. They have all the knowledge. You know, they just need to get the blessing from you. Am I ready? Can I go now? You'll be like, yes, you are ready to fly. But over here, we don't see that. So I'm surprised when you mentioned that. I'm thinking, this is really a bright idea and an ideology to promote within our cultural communities. But I just wanted to ask you, doing all these things, what are the biggest challenges you have found?
What I found,
or you experience?
My experience with people that I talk to, or specifically with myself as well, is again fear.
Fear.
Fear of talking or reaching out.
Do you see trust? People not trusting you?
Yes. Well, because
with their finances?
That's human nature.
Yeah.
That's human nature as well. Because for you to be able to build trust, it takes years. It takes a good relationship, a solid relationship. So, because I'm a stranger, and if you talk to me and I will trust you, wait, hold on. That's a hard-earned money. And this is my situation right now. If I trust you on this, what's going to happen? It's human nature. But again, that's one of the biggest challenges. Like, one is the fear, and second is the mindset.
The mindset.
Mindset. These are the two things. Two things that it's actually the challenge in this industry, especially if you're talking to your clients or specifically just a random person.
Finally, before we end this case, I usually ask all my guests this question, and I think the question, I will reframe it for you, is if you were to make a wish for the most successful client that you have ever had, okay? If you were to make a wish for using your success, let me reframe it. If you were to make a wish using the most successful clients you have ever had, what would be your wish on the people, your new clients?
Okay, if I have a successful client,
that you helped build, you had that experience, all that happened, and now you met a new person, a new one, and what are the wish you will think, you will wish for that individual?
For the new client.
For the new client.
What I always wanted to wish for people is take that fear out.
Okay.
Because I cannot get in, and my wish is if they will open up what the situation is.
Yeah.
I cannot bring I cannot have that other client for them to talk to them that this is what happened to me. If I didn't more open to Lee, I won't be this person right now I am today.
Yeah.
Right? So my wish for the new clients or to the new people, like just a random, not even clients, random people that I would talk to in the future, in the next few days or next few months, is that I wish God will use me as a tool to help you, because if I help people, I think I use my purpose.
Wow, thank you so much. Viewers at home, if you are joining us now, we were talking to Lee Holgado, a financial expert and someone who have lived through the ups and downs of financial mistakes and then finally found her foot into this financial world and learned it so much that she's helping others build their way, navigate their way into our system and have a stable life. One of the things you talked about that I think that is so important for us as new Canadians or immigrants to this country is the fear of not trusting people. But like you rightly said, financial advisors are like doctors. If you don't tell the doctor what is wrong with you, the doctor will never know where to begin to prescribe medications for you. So we need to open up and talk to people. Canada is not your country where you grew up from. We need a lot of learning. I am talking from experience. Viewers, if you are listening and if you're watching this show, one of the things you might take away from today's show is you need someone like Lee to sit down with you and go step by step around your finances. That is like building a foundation for success while living in Canada. It is not enough to have the good job. It is not enough to work 3 jobs. It is not enough to be secured. The only way you can secure is when you tame your expenses, how you spend your money. Like Lee rightly put it, it's not the amount you make, but how wise you spend your money. With that, we will say thank you, and we have come to the end of the show. Thank you for coming to this show.
Thank you so much. This is a pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone learned something. And can I have a few words for the viewers here?
Yes, yes.
One thing that I actually wanted to tell everyone is just leave, as of the moment, if you haven't reached your goal financially, live within your means. And once you live within your means, pay yourself first, invest your money.
Thank you. Viewers at home, thank you for watching your Multicultural show. Please join us once again next time as we talk to somebody else in our community on how to make our community grow. Thank you.